Hey friends, Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Jobu, and as always, thank you guys for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Report. Man, I've got so many cold meds and stuff on here that I'm just kind of like wired right now, and I just can't seem to sleep as much as I'd like to. But I forgot there was something I wanted to tell you guys about that I thought was really interesting, and it's about how easily rumors get started in the NFL. You might remember a few years back when there was the whole Dez Bryant tape that was going to be 10 times worse than Ray Rice. And there was that whole witch hunt where they were talking about there was an incident at the Walmart parking lot. There was an incident on the beach and yada, yada, yada. And it just went on for a couple of weeks. Well, it turns out all of it was just a whole bunch of crap. And it was all started by one guy saying that he heard that there might be a Dez Bryant tape out there that might be worse than Ray Rice, which set into motion all of this crazy speculation. So today I was watching Doug Gottlieb. He was interviewing Moose Johnson and started talking and asking a few questions. And as I was watching this, I could see how somebody would take it and turn it into something a lot more. Let's watch that tape real quick, and then we'll talk about it afterwards.
But because you can't change his contract, right? The trade market, like Dak has substantially more market value in the trade market, correct?
I would think so, because you've got the hesitation of the injury history of Tony. You've got the huge cap number coming in. There's some uncertainties there and some financial challenges that would make a rookie contract, fourth round rookie contract, right. Much more enviable to get. But there's no, I do not see that scenario happening. Okay. I really don't. I think what you're going to see with the Dallas Cowboys is something similar to what we saw with the Seattle Seahawks. You've got a window right now with two key pieces in place for your offense playing rookie contracts. One of them a fourth round contract. So the fact that Ezekiel Elliott and Dak Prescott for the next 4 and 5 years will be a low cap number, they can address issues in other areas on the team. So I don't think you'd ever forfeit that opportunity, number one, from a financial standpoint moving forward, and number two, just what he's meant to the organization, how he really kind of was kind of a shot in the arm for this locker room, for this team. I mean, he and Ezekiel really kind of brought this team together, added a youthful shot of energy. There's a lot of intangibles that were going on that I don't think a lot of people were aware of. Everybody sees production and performance, but there's a lot of other things going on behind the scenes that make these two guys pretty valuable.
Moose Johnson joining us in the Doug Gottlieb Show, works for Fox Sports, and the good folks at Ticket IQ have been kind
of... so you see, he's sitting there talking about what's the value of trading Dak Prescott versus Tony Romo, which of course would be, you could trade him easily compared to Tony Romo because he's got a fourth round pick contract. He's a young guy. He's a stud and everything else. But the Cowboys wouldn't trade him. But I guarantee you somebody out there will go through and say the Dallas Cowboys are exploring trading Dak Prescott. And that's how easily a rumor will get started in the NFL. So I'm sitting here watching that, and, Moose Johnson is basically saying that'll never happen. I mean, who would be that dumb to get rid of a franchise quarterback that you're paying peanuts? But I guarantee you, somebody out there will take that clip and they can say, well, I heard that the Dallas Cowboys are exploring trading Dak Prescott. So be careful on a lot of things that you click on and that you believe and you think that might actually be fact, because more times than not, there are little stories like this that somebody's kind of convoluted or said they heard. Well, quite frankly, I could be talking to the moron Tom Donnelly about Tony Romo going to the Eagles. Doesn't mean it's going to happen, but I could say I heard people were talking about that. So don't fall into the traps, friends. And again, I just wanted to give you guys that little tad bit of information on there. So as always, friends, thank you for watching, commenting, and subscribing to the Jobu Report, where we keep it real right here. Have a great night, and I hope I can get rid of this damn cold.
Yeah.